Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ifechukwumbele. I am a corporate real estate and intellectual property lawyer. Basically on this channel, I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know about real estate. In my years of experience, I've seen a whole lot of persons go through one problem or the other, encounter one situation or the other. That is why I'm here in this channel to help you in purchasing real estate, to ensure that while you are making these purchases, that you are transacting with the right real estate company, with the right owners of the property, ensuring that your documents are well verified and that you don't encounter any problem when it has to do with real estate. So be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel to be getting updates on real estate. So follow me on other of my social media handles on Facebook, on Instagram. All right, so today on this channel, we're going to be looking at the basic things that you should know about real estate. So first of all, go to what real estate is all about. What is real estate? So if you're talking about real estate, you are talking about land and its attachments, be it improvement, houses, any structure erected on the land. All of them, they make up real estate. We have two types of classification in real estate. We have the free land and we have the acquired land. The free land is that kind of land, or is that land that government has no interest in. But if you're talking about an acquired land, this is a land that government has shown interest in to use for public purpose or for any other thing. So basically, the best real estate classification to go for is a free land, because in this classification, government does not have any interest whatsoever in this kind of property. So we look at the different types of real estate. We have the residential, the industrial, the commercial, and we still have the vacant land. There are various land transactions, and you need to note all of them because at some point in your life, you might be involved in some of them. The pledge of land involves two parties, the pledgee and the pledgor. Here in this transaction, the pledgor, who is somebody that is in need of usually a certain sum of money, goes to the pledgee and says to him or her, okay, I need certain amount of money and I'm willing to give you this property as a collateral. But what distinguishes this kind of transaction from every other kind of land transaction or similar land transaction is the fact that the pledgee in this transaction has only possessory rights. That means if a pledgee sells this property, anybody that will acquire such property will not have a legal title or legal right over such property. So here in this transaction, the pledgee has only possessory right over such property. In other words, it means that no matter how long the pledge lasts, the pledgor, who is the person that goes out to borrow this money, can always redeem such land. So this will take me down to the next one, which is also similar to a pledge of land, and this is a mortgage of land. Okay, in this kind of land transaction, still somebody have a mortgagor and the mortgagee. Here the mortgagor tells the mortgagee that he or she needs certain amount of money and has certain property for a collateral. But what distinguishes this transaction from a pledge of land is the fact that in this kind of land transaction, you have an option of redemption, right? But we're in a situation whereby the agreed date or the due date for such repayment of that amount has come, and the mortgagor is not able to repay such amount borrowed. The mortgagee can go ahead and resell the property, and it will be a valid sale of land. So we have, which will take me to the next one, the sale of land. This usually involves two parties, the assignor. We might still have assignors, whereby we have two people or more persons that own a particular property, and we have the assignee. In this kind of transaction, the assignor assigns all his rights, legal rights, that he or she has over a property to an assignee. So in this transaction, you are the sole owner, or you are the only person recognized as the owner of such land. So we have the gift of land. This is usually of a free will gift that somebody, gives out to another person, and is usually without any form of consideration, be it a cash consideration or a kind consideration. And we'll look at the next one, the lease of a land. We have two parties involved as well, the lessor and the lessee. This is a situation whereby you give out a land for use for usually from 3 years and above. So yeah, it's only possessory rights that has been given to you. You don't at any point in time sell out the property, because you are not the legal owner of such property. So you know that for a lease of land, you just have possessory rights. And for a lease of land is a transaction whereby you pay to use a land or a property for about 3 years or more. Now, this is also similar to the next transaction, being a tenancy transaction. Okay, this is similar to a lease agreement or lease transaction. So in this transaction, what you will note is that it's the tenant has only possessory rights and cannot sell such property. So and we have different kinds of tenants. We have the monthly tenants and we have the yearly tenants, and these are tenants that pay their rent. If you're talking about a monthly tenant is somebody that pays his or her rent on a monthly base, but a yearly tenant is a tenant that pays his or her rent yearly. So this is what distinguishes uh, a lease of land from tenancy. So tenancy involves payment for the use of a property on a monthly base or on a yearly base. But when it involves a lease of land, it has to be the use of a land for at least 3 years or more. And all of them have considerations, certain amounts of money you will need to pay for all of these land transactions, except the gift of land,